All right, well, let's get started. Happy start of the new week, everyone. I'm life coach Bridget. I am also, for those who are unaware, I am also a peer wellness specialist, a trainer, a consultant, as well as a motivational speaker. And just recently, this past week, I I had the up close and personal experience of dealing with someone where you could actually see the mental health breakdown. Okay. Saying that to say, our topic this week for the Happy Start of the New Week energy session is going to be on mental health, mental illness, mental challenges. And I'm stating it like that. Let me put this disclaimer out there. Oftentimes there are people who just does not like the term mental challenges. Okay. And then there are people out there who don't like the term mental illness. All right. But for the sake of this video, I may refer to it as both. I may refer to it as a mental disorder. Okay. But in no way am I intending to insult, demean, or undermine anyone. That's not my intent. All right. Now, let me just put this out there to get started. Um, Life coach Bridget. That's who I am. I've been in this industry for over 18 years. Okay. I'd like to first begin by asking you all, if you're not doing so already, follow me here on Instagram. I'm loving me some me because now I do. I can elaborate on that at a later date. Um, I am also the founder and creator of an organization called Bridget Homies, which is an acronym that stands for Broadcasting Real Issues, Devouring Girls Everywhere Today, and Helping Our Males Individually Express Self. Okay, and there with that organization, what we do is we provide a platform that allows our young adults between the ages of 12 and 24 to come and freely express themselves without any concerns of being judged or ridiculed by anyone. Okay, and I say young adults, but I also use the term adults young at heart because I've come across some 35-year-olds that have never been provided a platform to freely express themselves without being judged or ridiculed by someone. All right. So that's for our young adults and our adults young at heart. I am also the owner of a clothing line, which is called We Are Optimistic because we are. All right. Many see the glass as half empty. We see it as half full, oftentimes running over, overflowing. Okay. So, like I said, if you're not doing so already, please follow us on here on Instagram, Loving Me Some Me. We Are Optimistic, as well as Bridget Homies. Those same pages can be located on Facebook as well. Okay. So, happy start of the new week energy session. Our topic today is going to be mental challenges, mental illness, mental disorder, whichever you prefer to use. Okay. Now, last week, I was going to do a happy start of the new week energy session, but I was called to assist a young man that was dealing with some issues. And in working with him, he just broke down. Okay, and he went into a state of paranoia. He went into a state of fear. It was just a range of emotions taking place with him. Okay, and although he wanted the help and he wanted me to be there for him, he didn't really know how to receive it. Okay, and so when I say he didn't know how to receive it, that means that he would cling to me one minute and then back away from me the next. All right. And when you're dealing with someone, hold on, I wasn't dealing with him. Let me correct that. Okay. And I'm working on my words as well. When you're supporting someone like that, all right, it's best that you ask them when they're going through a breakdown, you ask them permission for everything. Is it okay if I stand next to you? Is it okay if I touch you? Is it okay when they ask you a question? Is it okay if I provide you with my point of view or my views or my advice? Whatever. It's best that you ask for permission. And I'm saying that again because this was the breaking point for this young man. Now, he didn't just wake up last week and say, I'm going to have a mental breakdown. He didn't do that. He didn't wake up last week and say, oh my God, I'm scared. This was a process. This had taken place over some time, and the signs were being ignored. Okay. The signs were unaware for some people, many people. All right. So when the volcano finally erupted, this is what we had. So I sat back, and of course, I supported him as best I could for as long as he wanted me to support him. Saying that to say I'm still supporting him, and I'm so glad to do so because not only am I learning a lot from him, but I'm also learning a lot on my own. I came and I sat down at my computer and I was like, you know what? You hear a lot of people talking about mental uh, illness and things like that. But what exactly is it? All right. What causes it? What's all that cool stuff that happens? And I use the term cool stuff to make light of it, but this is real deep. It really is. And when you look into it, you start discovering some things like, damn, you know, let me do some self inventory. Let me see, where if I even fall into this line. And I'm sure I do. I've discovered, not I'm sure, I've seen some things, okay, that made me say, wow, okay. So according to, and you guys will hear me refer to this like this often, I call Google uh, my husband, and I call YouTube my side dude, okay, my side boo. It is what it is. All right. Um, Mental illness, according to my husband, also called mental health disorders, refers to a wide range of mental health conditions, disorders that affect your mood, thinking, and behavior. Examples of mental illness includes depression, anxiety disorder, schizophrenia, eating disorders, and addictive behavior. Now, when I was with this young man in the hospital, and I'm going to keep reverting back to that, okay? When I was with this young man in the hospital, he kept asking me if he was crazy, okay? Now, from the book of Bridget, from Loving Me Some Me, from Life Coach Bridget, I don't believe anyone is crazy. I just don't. I believe just because you're able to see some things, hear some things that I'm not able to see or hear, doesn't mean you're not seeing or hearing it. Okay? Bridget just doesn't hear it. That's all. Okay? Um, Again, the vision is for you, not for me. All right. So who am I to judge you on what you see, what you hear, what you're experiencing? That's your life experience. Okay. And there's going to come a time when you're going to share what you've experienced. Now, I say that because just because someone is having a breakdown today, and just because someone is going through the test at the moment, doesn't mean they're not going to have a testimony later. Doesn't mean they're not going to deliver us some information later, or to someone else later. So I don't call you crazy. And that's what I explained to him. Just because you're able to see it and I'm not, just because you're experiencing it and I'm not, doesn't make you crazy. Okay, period. So we had to, we were doing the process of elimination. Let's get that out of there. Okay, like you heard me say, I wasn't dealing with him, I was supporting him. That's what I was doing. That's what I choose to use. Okay, so that was on that. So then I was like, all right, schizophrenia, his was paranoia. And there's a whole boatload of, oh, excuse me, there's a whole boatload of descriptive words or descriptions for mental illness. So then I was looking like, okay, so what's the cause of it? All right. And mental illness itself, according to Dr. Google, mental illness itself occurs from the interaction of multiple genes and other factors such as stress, abuse, or traumatic event, which can influence or trigger an illness in a person who has an inherited susceptibility to it. Now, that's important to me, the trigger, because when I was dealing with this person, I offered him some food. Now, mind you, he told me he was hungry. Okay. And I offered him some food. And I was like, here you go, baby. Here's some. Here. No, what did I say? I said, here, baby, eat. And he looked and he was like, no, I'm good. Now, I didn't understand that because you just told me you were hungry. Okay. Come to find out, the one thing many men won't discuss is when they're in an abusive relationship. Many men won't talk about that. Many men uh, keep that to themselves because of the stereotype that's out there about men and how they're supposed to be and how they're supposed to act, and their position as a man and their duties as a man. They won't talk about it. Well, his was, um, every time she made him something to eat, those were the words. Here, baby, eat that. And it was the way, I believe, that it was being said. Not sure. Didn't want to press the issue. Again, when he was comfortable, I felt he would tell me. So, those trigger points, we have to be careful. Most of us will say, what you getting an attitude for? It's not necessarily an attitude. People just express themselves in different ways. All right. And or they'll say, what you shut down for? Okay, what did I do? And it's funny because um, oftentimes when we are watching someone else go through something, it's easy to tell them, um, 1 second, he was 21, and I'm gonna tell you about that part right there. Coach 101, coaching 101. My apologies. Um, we see other people and how they react to certain things, and we're so quick to say, well, if you'd have asked me that, I wouldn't have said it like that, or if you'd have did this, it wouldn't. You don't know when until you're put in that situation. Okay, so always be mindful of that. That's where I'm going with that. Now, the person was this young man is 21 years old, and this is what I learned about the breakdown that he had. I learned that 21 is that age of it's the breaking. Okay, it's either they make it over the hump, or there's a breaking point in there. All right. And I was talking with, different professionals, psychiatrists, uh, social caseworkers, and this, that, and the other. He was 21 years old. He was right at the cusp. It's kind of like a child who is from newborn to 3 years old. Any child is in that range of having a seizure. Mother of eight, mom to many. Okay. Um, they're in that range for having a seizure. And some children may experience it one time only in their life. Some children never experience it. 21 is the breaking age for getting over that cusp, if you will, to either they're going to be able to um, proceed with the whatever the hell normal means life, or they'll experience some type of breakdown or break. All right, and most times, oftentimes, they recover from it, but they do experience it. All right, and again, that's what I learned from a couple of psychiatrists that I spoke with, as well as I learned that from a couple of psychiatrists, as well as caseworkers and doctors that were there at the time. Because you know me, I'm a who, what, when, where, why, how. Tell me what happened. How did it happen? Okay, what can I do to support this young man? What can we do to prevent it from going forward? All right. Now, back over here to my husband, Dr. Google, because we all know that this pandemic has done a number on people. Okay, we all know that. Um, Black people, African American people, Negroes, colored, niggas, okay? And I'm saying it like that because we were the only group of people who we suffer from mental illnesses, mental disorders, and for many, many years, it had gone unnoticed with the black race, the black community. All right. Totally unacceptable. We was just crazy. Oh, they got a problem. Oh, just put them over here. Whatever. So check this out. Um, where is it? And I'm reading right now, you guys, from Black and African American communities and mental health. Okay. You can pull it up yourself. Overall, mental health conditions occur in Black and African American people in America at about the same or less frequency in white Americans. However, the historical Black and African American experience in America has and continues to be characterized by trauma and violence more often than for their white counterparts, and impacts emotional and mental health of both youth and adults. Okay? Help seeking behaviors is affected by mistrust of the medical system and often begins with faith based outreach. However, Mental Health America screening data shows that Black and African American people who screen positive for depression self identify as planning to seek help at higher rates than the general population says they will seek help. Unfortunately, Black and African American providers, who are known to give more appropriate and effective care to Black and African American help seekers, make up a small portion of the behavioral health provider workforce. There's not much out there for us. Okay. That's why, although I've been in this industry for many years, okay, and I've worked as other things. You guys know, well, many of you probably don't know, but I was a project manager as well and all this other stuff. Okay, but my passion is always people. My passion is people, period. It's just what it is. All right. And mental health amongst us. I say it all the time, you guys. Learning starts in the home. All right. I mean, I could look at Dr. Google all day long, but you didn't come this far in your life and learn the things that you've learned just to keep to yourself. That's not it. All right. The things that we learn, the wisdom that we gain, the knowledge that we have is to be shared amongst others. So in my home, any bit of information I get, like I said, this dealing with this, supporting this young man and his mental breakdown, paranoia, uh, just the fear, just to see this baby go through what he went through, just to see this baby, although with a group of people around him, loving on him, uh, just there for him, he still felt lonely. He still felt alone. And again, this pandemic, this what is it, social distancing and people not being able to interact the way that we're so used to interacting with one another, going out, hanging out, having fun, this, that, and the other, um, has really taken its toll on people. All right. And I really laugh at those who, and I say laugh at those who say, I don't even like people. Okay. Well, people need people. We need each other. Like it or love it or hate it, accept it or reject it. It's facts. When a child is born, if that baby is not touched in 24 hours, that baby dies. Period. Look it up. Talk to your doctors. Find out about it. Okay? They need to be touched. They need that physical touch. All right? And if we as people dealing with this pandemic, it is really, really, like I said, taking its toll on people. All right? You guys, reach out. Check on your loved ones. I know Cousin Pete get on your damn nerves, okay? But check on him anyway. Make sure he's all right, okay? Check on your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, uncles. You know what? Check on your neighbors. Make sure everybody's all right, okay? Because mental illness is real, and this that's happening now is like, man, it's real, you guys. It's serious, okay? And keep in mind that we all need each other. Okay, so what? I don't know you on social media. So what? I've never met you before. Hell, we've been talking for the past 5, 10 years. Hell, you my relative, whether you want to be or not. Okay, you my brother, whether you want to be or not. You my sister, whether you want to be or not. And guess what? If you like me, I love you. So therefore, you stuck with me. All right, and I'm gonna check on you. And holidays come around, and I may shoot you a text or something like that. It might be no holidays, the month of August, no holidays, and on a Wednesday, I just hit you up. Hey, how you doing? Out of nowhere, how you feeling? Check on your people. This mental illness thing is deep. And I just gave you guys not even a tip, not even of what I experienced last week. I didn't even get, last week was so deep. Check on your people, all right? Because they need you. And when that one person that you know is acting a little slightly different from the way that you know them to be, without pressure, just let them know. You know what? Check this out. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. I got you. Okay. Um, excuse me. So yeah, that's what I wanted to bring to the table this week. I wanted to make you guys aware of what's going on out there, and to also have you take a closer look at your own people and those around you. It takes a village. It really does. Okay. It takes a village to raise a child. It also takes a village to support adults. Okay. Period. And those of you who don't know me, I am the queen of acronyms. Queen of acronyms. Village to me is victorious individuals lending love abundantly to generations evolving. That's you, that's me, that's us as a whole. And we should feel compelled to do our part. Okay? Check on your people. They need you. Okay? And yeah, that's that. So I want to thank you guys for joining me and let you know that I truly appreciate you. I do. Every week, I am right here. 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. is our happy start of the new week energy session. Sometimes I'll pop on here during the week and throw a little something out there or whatever. I'm still trying to get used to this Instagram live thing. It is what it is. All right. So again, remember, my name is Bridget, life coach Bridget. I'm also loving me some me because now I do. I am also a peer wellness specialist, a trainer, a consultant, a motivational speaker as well. I speak all over. Um, Subscribe to my website, you guys, at www.hafh.life. Again, that's www.hafh.life. And again, there's that queen of acronym girl. HAFH, home away from home. The homes are acronyms that stands for helping open minds elevate away from hindrances, obstacles, mayhem, and excuses. Also, you guys, if you have not done so, check out my website for our clothing line because we're going to be having some giveaways real soon. All right. And we'll definitely keep you guys posted. My website for my clothing line is weareoptimistic.online. Again, weareoptimistic.online. And if you like to subscribe, if you like to sign up for any of my services, please visit my website, see what all I offer there. If it applies to you, or if it's something you or a loved one could use, please don't hesitate to sign up. Initial consultation is free. And yeah, I think I got it all out there. My specialties, of course, are relationships, parenting, self care, businesses, organizations, all that other cool stuff. Check out the website. In the meantime, me three: motivate, encourage, empower, embrace, because that's what I do. I love you guys to life, and I will see you next week here, same time, same place, 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a great one, you guys. Bye.